Фигачим, товарищ?
Да, для вечности.
Hi, dear Helen.
Hello.
So nice to meet you. I missed you so
Oh,
much.
thank you.
We are now at the Vienna Opera Festival,
Yes.
and my question would be, what do you really think about those pay-to-sing festivals for singers? Are they helpful or not? What's the pros and cons in your opinion?
What is very often needed is the real experience on the stage, and that is not something what can happen very easily or very often. So this kind of festivals, study festivals, are, I believe, a very safe ground to try yourself out in possibly new roles, and maybe not even doing the whole opera in its length, but the part of the role or the most of the parts of the roles, and to really, because any performances, I call it like a battlefield. You train like an army, and then you have a battlefield, and the real work happens in battlefields. So the real work where you know what is available, where you are with your understanding, where you are with your nerves. You learn to know yourself only on stage. And so I think it's very important to do such things and to arrange this kind of half study, half professional grounds. So in that way, yes, I think it's very useful. Anything what a young singer can have extra experience towards the real professional life.
I also think it's really nice because you can meet really great musicians and professionals. I mean, like you, we just had a 2 hours, I can call it lecture discussion,
Yes.
and it was so useful. A lot of, nice new things, a lot of things that I knew before, but hearing it from you, it's always a nice thing to hear something you knew from a person like you, like a professional, the person you trust. And as you said today, you need someone to trust, your colleague or a teacher. And I think you are a person for me like that. I always trust the things you're saying.
Thank you. You're very kind. Alone, we don't do this job. It's really, in that sense, it's like a sportsman. No sportsman gets the good results alone. It always, even into the competitions, there's always a trainer involved, and not only trainer, the physiotherapist and whatnot. But throughout our careers or our professional jobs, we need a second pair of ears, or someone who, as you said, as we trust, who has a real experience also herself or himself on the field. But not only, because as I said, not every great singer is a good coach or someone who can identify also with a young singer. But and for this, someone professional needs to have also interest or the kind of impulse to give over what she or he has experienced, and really from the good heart. Yeah, this is true.
Of course. And I think, these festivals, for me, it's also a nice opportunity to feel yourself like in a theater, to create a discipline for yourself. You are, you're alone here,
Right.
and you need to find something from yourself. You know what I mean? That, for example, you come on time for all of the
Yes.
rehearsals. You
are prepared.
Yeah, you're prepared. You appreciate everyone. As you said, it's very important to work in a team, but you also need to learn to work in a team.
Yes.
To be in a society, to be a good musician and a good person.
Yeah.
And I guess it's also a nice experience.
Yes,
to
absolutely.
get for here.
And this is also why such festival plays out a possible set for the professional life, because in a professional life you all make auditions and then you come together. You don't know each other. And even in a school environment or opera studio, you know each other already, and there are things how they are. But then you learn to cope with all different people, and also through the others, you get reflection. You get to know yourself. And this is what I find very important, is you learn the best, maybe to say, be a colleague who you want for yourself. you know.
Yes.
Be the person who you want to be your colleague. And indeed, alone we never do this this business. And you also there is a time where singer has to also know that, I mean, it's very nice to go out and, you know, discuss, but we also need the time for ourselves to get our head clean, to make a correction of mistakes, and to really sit with some things which, let's say, conductor said, or the coach said, or the pianist said, and really discipline yourself, because it's big part of that job is a discipline. And this needs, and the funny thing is that discipline and focus is not something which given. It needs to be also practiced.
Of course.
And here you get it again in a way like in a safe, protected environment, but still you need to be standing out there and not mess it up.
Helen, you're already casting director. You did your career, everything. You heard and met so many people in your life. And I'm very interested, like personally, you're here at the festival and you hear and see really young performers who are only in the process of becoming someone. Do you learn something new from them still?
I notice, I learn, maybe I can say like this. Being a teacher also, I learn more and more that not everything is given what we think is given. Like, nothing is for granted. I might think that how can someone does not understand such a simple thing? And the students teach me that sometimes the most normal things which we think is self-obvious are not. And another thing which it's very easy to criticize, and I have been fighting with, if I'm honest, I've been fighting with this a lot, because it's so easy to say, well, she doesn't have legato, and who supports like that, and where is your resonance? But then in that moment I tell myself, but these people, these young singers, they do the best they can with the given knowledge they have. And sometimes it's not their fault that somebody has not given them the basic of breath, or opening the instrument, or studying correctly the score, or studying correctly the Italian. But they still do the best they can. And this is the very human moment for me to understand that, but they are showing up, they're committing with all they have. And this is also already, you know, it's already a value.
People inspire you here.
Yes.
It's
yes.
so nice.
Yes.
You once said that you don't miss the stage, you don't miss singing. But I saw you today coaching our friend, a tenor, Evan, and I saw why you don't miss singing, because when you say things about opera, when you tell people your experience, your path, your work that you've done, it's so great. You know, your eyes are shining. You're so happy. You're so happy to be in profession and so happy to help people.
Yeah.
And I really find it's very important, you know, to, when you finish your career, to still be, you know, in the process. You want to help young singers, you want to help new generation, you want to save the culture and save the opera.
I think one of them, I don't know, I mean, we don't know all the reasons behind the things we do. But one of the reasons is maybe that I was, as a singer, I was very, very self-aware and self-critical. Too much, far too much. I very often say to my students, don't do what I do. Do what I tell you to do. And I discovered that it took me 27 years to understand the instrument as a whole. And there was really like a sensation of alignment. And what I feel when this knowledge, what I give, and step by step, of course, it's to build up, and the singing instrument contains from many different parts, and we have to connect them in the end. The moment when something lands in a singer, and I see the singer's eyes lighting up, and she feels the resonance and the vibration and the freedom, I have such a joy and such a happiness from this as I never had when I was singing my own. So I understood that to multiply from what I learned from my mistakes, what I learned from some great teachers, what I noticed from being on the stage. And now it's possible to articulate it out, that somebody actually takes it and makes it work for their own good. This for me is so much more beautiful, really, so much more beautiful experience than being myself on the stage, as I recall it. And it is so. And some people maybe are to give it further, more than, there's a saying, who cannot, they teach.
Oh, well, yeah, sometimes it happens.
It's a joke, but there is something to it.
Helen, question about me. How do you think, what age would be the best for me to get in the opera studio? My
I think
opera-
soon. Maybe in 2 years. 2-3 years. But I always suggest to go rather slower than faster. Because until 21, also our body actually develops in quite a speed till 21. Also the part of our brain, the cortex, the parts of cortex, they are developing till 21. So everything is in very big change. And sometimes the way how our bodies and our hormones and everything develop, they are like in fire. And that's why I mean, when you go slow, it's easier to take a break when something feels insecure. If to go with too much of, let's do, and just harder and more difficult, then I have seen people crashing. And you are a very smart girl, so there is a speed to everybody. But better be secure than to. But this is me. This is me. So I'm always suggesting to be rather careful with everything.
I actually think that right now I realized here this month in VOA that opera is something I can't live without it. I can't breathe without music. It's what makes me alive, the people around me, the things that I'm doing, and I'm learning a lot from you, from all of my colleagues, teachers, and I think it's just magical.
Yeah. My first teacher told me, if you can, do something else. But if you can't without opera or singing, well, then you must. If you can't live without it, then it's the right thing. So obviously for you, it's the right thing.
One advice you would give to
To a younger me.
yeah,
To a younger me.
16-year-old self.
16-year-old self. Don't be so naive. Don't believe everything. No, everything happened in a way it happened, and because it could not have happened in any other way. We can't change the past, and everything had a reason, and there is no way I could have known things I know now. If I knew, maybe I would have made a different turn somewhere, but we always do the best we can in given moment and the knowledge we have and the things we believe. And that's life.
Totally agree.
Yes, me too.
Thank you so much, dear.
You're very welcome.
It's a real
You're
pleasure.
very welcome.